Oh, what's up again, YouTube? Today we're going to talk about a Browning High Power. Should you buy one? Yes, no, maybe. This one right here is an FN produced Browning, actually from Belgium. It's not like an Argentinian import or any of those guys here. I've had this handgun for a little while. I've been wanting to get one forever. Quite honestly, it's one of those kind of must-haves if you're into collecting guns for more than just, you know, having them to have them. This is one of those. I got a smoking deal on it at one of the gun shows I was working at. Came by the table. Ended up trading the guy for some AR parts and some stuff like that, and he was happy and I was happy at the same time. Just a quick breakdown. This is a single action handgun, like obviously your Browning 1911, meaning the hammer has to be back all the way there in order for it to fire. As you can see, it doesn't do anything. Probably the one big downside for me on this gun in general is magazine disconnect, which means if the magazine is not in the gun, it doesn't fire. Obviously you can go in there and you can retro that out, where I'll show you this little piece right here. If you hold your hand in there, bam, you can actually hit the sear. Let me show that to you one more time. That's not me pressing the trigger, that's me pressing the sear inside of the gun. So, you know, be careful if you're going to go in there and try and get rid of that guy there, because that can cause some issues. Personally for me, you know, this isn't a carry gun, this isn't a go to war gun, this isn't a, you know, SHTF gun. This is just a collector. It's a fun shooter, it's a cool gun, it's been around forever. You know, this was, again, one of those guns that's just been around forever. It's a pretty nice gun to shoot, actually really low recoil. The one big thing here is on this one here, you can see it's got the pretty big spur model. You can get a little bit of pinch right here on it. There's a company called Rob Arms, and they actually do some really nice beaver tail work for it and everything else, but again, those are pretty high dollar handguns. Again, if you can get one of these for the right price, it is a great gun to add to the collection. Did it age very well? No. It still looks really nice. I think it's a pretty awesome looking handgun. Just in general, if you look at it, it's got pretty lines to it. I think it's a really nice classic piece. Obviously Browning designed, or he was in the process of designing it, had most of it done, and then he passed away and it was finished by, I mean, I forgot the guy's name now, like Sergov or something like that. I'm sure I just destroyed that name completely. A couple of big things that we're not used to in modern handguns. Again, not a drop free. You hit the button there, you can see you gotta shake that bitch out of there. It does have last round hold open, which is nice. It's got a positive slide release on the side, just like on your 1911 style handguns. Pretty neat gun. The safety on this one here, for example, you know, it's an ambidextrous style, so I guess it'd make it like a Mark III, I believe it is. I think that was like part of like a French contract series. It had to be ambidextrous, but again, they're really kind of flat. I mean, I don't know if you can see those, but they don't protrude at all. Now granted, this one has the Hogue, you know, finger grips on it. It's sort of the wood panels, so it'd be a little bit easier to get to. But again, you're going to want to carry that cocked and locked if you are going to carry it. But quite honestly, to take it off safe, I mean, it's nice and positive. Putting it back on, it's a little bit tough, again, because it's got that grip on there. Nice shooter. This one has the target sights on the rear. You can kind of adjust those out. Again, if you're looking for a really nice, just classic pistol, these guys are floating around a lot of places. I know Aim Surplus had them for a while. Again, I think there's some FEG clones. I can't talk to whether or not those are good quality or not. All I know is this one here ended up being a pretty nice little handgun for me that didn't cost me a whole lot of money, and it kind of scratched that itch if it were on owning a high power. I'll probably end up pulling these off and putting some of like the Hogue Fancy Woods or something on the side just to give it a more classic look. I'll actually probably end up Cerakoting the damn thing because it's got that weird gray finish. I'm sure some of you guys know a lot more about that than I do. But again, fun gun to shoot. This one here came with like a Mec-Gar mag, which obviously is not the original magazine, but still, it's a nice gun. It feels nice in the hand. You know, as far as a steel gun goes, it feels it's just a nice pointing gun. And again, you know, fun gun, cool gun. Takedown on it's actually pretty straightforward. What you're actually going to do is you lock it back with the safety on that notch right there. So it's a little bit different than your 1911s, and you actually end up pushing out this side tab like that, pull it back, take it down, and bam. You can see again, pretty standard design. There you can see it does differ from the 1911 in the fact that it's not a drop length design. It still works off of the, you know, the same principle. If I can get this bastard out, it's being a whore. Hold on, there we go. Of using the same hood lock system, you know, the Tilton, you know, lock breech. It's not, excuse me, it's not a breech lock, you know, like you have like in your Glocks. Like this one here, as you can see, you know, it kind of hooks on the hood there. Same thing with your SIG. So it still does use that similar design from the 1911. And again, pretty straightforward there. It's got this weird little recess it pops into, but pretty straightforward design. You know, definitely a neat gun to add to any collection. It's one of those, like I said, I didn't buy it as a carry gun or a primary of any sort at all. It's literally just for fun. And this guy's being a bitch now. And that's about it really for this guy. It's just a fun, unique gun. Oh, and that does go in a certain way like that, and I fuck it up every time. Or excuse me, mess it up every time. Again, a neat gun, neat piece of history. One of the first kind of, you know, handguns out there that had a large capacity single stack magazine. I mean, that's not a new thing. You know, everybody wants to talk about how Glocks changed it and everything else and this, that, and the other. It's just not the case. You know, this is one of these guns that kind of revolutionized everything and changed the way, you know, handguns were designed. Again, neat handgun. Hope you liked the video. Obviously that was a quick, not very good detailed strip, but you can see it comes down nice and easy. And again, have a terrific day.